Hello world and welcome back. This headlamp is not the one I usually use. It looks pretty ridiculous. But it's the only one that I can find. I don't know where my normal one is. And we'll have to find that because it's much better. Much more powerful and just better. But I wanted to explore this mine today. So you use the tools you got. So let's go ahead and flip this camera around and see what we can find down here. Okay, like I said, this is even ground. That is 45 to slightly more than 45 degrees. So I'm going to try to do this without dropping my camera or my phone because I don't have a GoPro and I don't have any way to attach this thing to my head. So fingers crossed that I can do this without dropping it. If you go for a ride, just close your eyes. You'll be okay. Don't get motion sick. All right, here we go. And yes, this is very steep and very gravelly. And I'll probably end up sitting on my butt. But that's okay. And normally when I do this, I will have a mask, and I totally forgot to bring it. So, I don't have one today. That said, I'm going to try to put this hammer of mine down, brace myself here, and come on down. Whew. Now, as you can see, or maybe you can't yet, but you will, this rock tends to be, at least under my feet, very easy to slide. Now, you'll notice down here, there happens to be a pallet. And this tunnel is fairly blocked off by some debris that was at the top of the mine. And somebody decided to kick down here. Some barbed wire fence over there. Some garbage. So people have been down here. But, we're down here for the rocks. So, we're going to test here. Now this thing is very clay-like. As you can see, my hammer makes a nice dull thud. Let's get this here focused. Focus. Focus. And it's having a hard time focusing. I apologize for that. Let's see. Maybe. I don't know. There it went. Okay. As you can see, it's fairly red and clay-like. There had to have been some kind of fire in here at one point, simply because of how black and sooty this is. This light is really horrible. Not going to be the best experience, I think. But we'll do what we can. And if I do happen to find something really cool that this light just does not show, I will do another video when we get out of this mine. But it's interesting because of how all these cavities and stuff. Again, you see how that rock's shaking? And there's a lot of these cavities. We want to be careful that we don't drop anything on our brains. That's not a fun thing, nor do I think anybody would really want to do that. So, gotta be careful. See if I can widen this beam a little bit. Yeah, I guess it's widening. Yeah. There we go. Sure, why not? That seems less intense for my camera anyway. All right, let's see what we got down here. I don't necessarily want to go all the way down there, mainly because I think this thing will be very hard to get past. I should probably just destroy it. I don't want to get tetanus though, so I'll be real careful. Get off of there. Okay, let's do something. Don't want to lose my hammer. See if we can put this thing over here in this hole. Get it out the way. Sort of. Without collapsing anything or sending anything tumbling down this thing. Most likely, this is some kind of an attempt to lock this mine off so people didn't do stupid things. But people will be people, and stupid things tend to happen. Like what I'm doing right now, probably. Ooh, what is that? Let's see. This happens to be a shell fossil. You can see those ridges right there. That's pretty cool. Whoops. And now it's on the ground. Anyway, I'm going to break this thing apart again, because I want to do that. Or maybe it's just going to go down the hole more. I don't rightly know. Let's see. Again, this light kind of sucks, but it's okay. It will do its job, I think. At least for